Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Thank you very much for joining this morning, especially Sunday morning. I know how difficult it is to get up in the morning and or in the afternoon and to hear something about Bhagavad Gita. If it was about politics, about share market, about movies, it was so wonderful. And here in the morning, get up and hear about what did Krishna say to Arjuna. But actually, that's what is required. And the mornings and afternoons are meant for that. We should hear in the morning about how Krishna killed Putana, etc. In the afternoon, we should hear about how Sita Devi was taken away by Ravana. Actually, it is said that we shouldn't think about gambling, we shouldn't think about women, we shouldn't think about fighting, isn't it? But then I'll say no, we should. Every morning we should think about a woman. Every afternoon we should think about fighting. Every evening or every afternoon we should think about gambling. Then every evening we should think about fighting. Now you'll say, hey, what are you teaching us? Yes, get up in the morning, think about Sita Devi, a woman, how she was, how was her character, and how the whole Ramayana took place. In the afternoon, think about gambling, what Yudhishthir did in Mahabharata, and how it was not correct, the things what happened there. And in the evening, think about the battlefield where Krishna gave Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. That was the battle. So we have a lot to think, and we will continue thinking, discussing, not just thinking. We'll continue discussing about Krishna's instructions to Arjuna. And we were discussing a very important verse, which was 2.44, as far as I remember, and we could not complete the discussion on that. So let's discuss it once again, continue the discussion on it. So this is the verse. I'm just repeating it so that already some of you have memorized it or recited it, but still for those who have not done it, here is the verse. Bhogeshwarya prasaktanam taya prahata chetasam vyavasayatmika buddhi samadho na vidhiyate. In the minds of those who are too attached to sense enjoyment and material opulence, and who are bewildered by such things, the resolute determination for devotional service to the Supreme Lord does not take place. So we were discussing about this wonderful verse. If you remember last time, we had the discussion about the meaning of the words. We just took the words of the shloka, and then we started discussion on that. And that's how we were discussing about Bhog, about Aishwarya, about Prasaktanam. Any of you remember what we discussed? And of course, this was Krishna's teaching Arjuna how to develop steady intelligence, vivasayatmika buddhi. And this verse particularly, as I mentioned, is describing about the enemies of resolute intelligence. Like if you want to make mind steady, you have to come out of enjoyment. So we were discussing on keywords: bhog, aishwarya, prasaktanam, aprahata chetasam, vyavasayatmika buddhi, samadhi, etc. Any of you remember anything from last week? Or should I repeat the words again? Yes. Rupal, thank you. You can unmute yourself. Yes.
Bhogeshwarya, sense enjoyment, material opulence, and then Prashaktanam, very deep attachment, and then kidnapped, stolen from the Prayata,
Aprahata chetasam. Yes.
stolen intelligence, and then Vivasayatmikaya Buddhi, one pointed determination, and then Samadhaya na Vidyate, focused absorption and devotion in Krishna.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Anyone else would like to share just one point, what you remember from last time, and from the discussion? Anything? Actually, my memory is very weak, so I'm just thinking you all may be able to remind me what we discussed. Any one point which we discussed and last time, if you would like to mention. Okay, I should not be testing your memory, isn't it? Okay, let's go ahead. So, or some of you were trying to look into something behind and you got something you can share, but not, then we'll continue. Okay. So we were discussing about this Bhoga Ishwarya Prasaktanam Taya Prahata Chetasam. Yes, we discussed about what is Bhog, what is Aishwarya, what is Prasaktanam, etc. And we said Vyavasa Aparata Chetasam. I was explaining that these material attractions doesn't just distract us, but they hijack us. This is where we stopped last time about material attractions. So now, when we're talking of bhog and aishwarya, enjoyment and opulences, what is wrong in that? Right? If you have some enjoying tendency, well, we are here to enjoy. When Prabhupada was asked, why is this, what is the purpose of this world? What is this world meant for? Prabhupada said, enjoyment. And then everyone is looking at each other, are enjoyment, and you're saying, don't do this, don't do that. Prabhupada said, Krishna's enjoyment, not yours. At the same time, when Prabhupada was asked one time that what is human life meant for? Prabhupada said, enjoyment. And everyone was stunned. Oh, are we supposed to enjoy? Prabhupada said, yes, higher enjoyment, not the one we are entangled in. Because this kind of enjoyment, what we are having, is actually giving us a lot of trouble. They promise pleasure, but they deliver anxiety. So nothing wrong in enjoyment. We are not against enjoyment, but what kind of enjoyment we want? Enjoyment which shouldn't stop. We have enjoyment which is every time we want to continue, and but we are not able to. This enjoyment is not eternal. What we are getting, say for example, you want to enjoy in eating. You like gulab jamun, you like rasagulla, you like rasamalai, you like pastries, you like pasta, you like pizza, whatever it is, right? How much can you eat? You may eat one, you may eat two, you may eat 10. If there is a great personality, he may eat 20. What else? After that, what? Do you still enjoy? No, you don't want to eat the same thing. You don't even want to look at it. Enough. So the one which was giving you pleasure now starts giving you anxiety. Oh, do I have to eat one more? No, 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 I can't. So Bhoga and Aishwarya, what they do, they steal the mind. And we are not able to see it, because they create a kind of addiction. They create a kind of insecurity. You're enjoying, so we want enjoyment which should be eternal. I don't want to stop it. Why should I stop? The age does not allow me to enjoy. The diseases does not allow me to enjoy. The people do not allow me to enjoy. The situations do not allow me to enjoy. I want to enjoy all the time. So this bhoga and Aishwarya has limitation, and they just deliver anxiety. Like you have some opulences, you're always anxious, somebody should not take it away. You're enjoying, even in good relationship, people get married thinking that yes, this life will be very nice, but what happens? Is everyone who, all of them who get married, are they always happy, enjoying? No. So, uh, this bhoga and Aishwarya, they steal the mind away. And they create addiction, they create insecurity within us. Real happiness or real enjoyment is where you should not be insecure about losing it. You know, the developed countries, there was a survey done many, many years ago. But what is the greatest anxiety a person may have? You know, so they had many questions basically. So like they did it in Africa. So their greatest fear was, when can I get food? They were anxiety. They were only anxious about food because they were not getting food. Even today, Africa is not so good condition. But when it was done to developed countries, they didn't have to worry about food. They didn't have to worry about housing. So what was their concern? What was their greatest fear? That my spouse may leave me. That was their greatest fear. So uh, in this insecure feeling, even in relationships, having all the opulences. Now you think, okay, let me not talk about scriptures. Let me not talk about surveys and history. Let me talk about you. You all, just for a minute, think: Are you completely secured? You have no anxiety, no fear, although you have everything, right? It's not that you have to think about, okay, will I get to eat in the evening or no? Will I get one day's meal or no? No, you don't have to think about it. Krishna has provided, but at the same time, the insecurity is there. That um, that fear is there. That fear is due to addiction. You are addicted to all these things. So they are creating that addiction, and due to addiction, the insecurity. Real enjoyment is eternal, where I don't have a fear of losing that enjoyment, losing that opulence is what I have. I don't have a fear. It'll always be with me. I know that. When I'm serving the Supreme Lord, when I'm serving Krishna, that happiness, nobody can take it away. Nobody can steal it away from me. We say that we are so much afraid of thieves and stealing, and people come and hear. Yes, you should be afraid of thieves, but when it comes to Krishna, when it comes to your own karma and activity, no thief can steal your karma. No thief can steal your bhakti. That will always be there. And we don't have to be insecure about it. Can somebody take my bhakti away? Can somebody take my love for Krishna away? No, it will never happen. So this material thing, Bhoga and Aishwarya, they just create anxiety, and a kind of staleness comes. See, the real happiness has certain condition. Number one, it should never stop. Number two, it should always give happiness. Not that sometime happiness and sometime misery. Like in this world, it's a package. And it should never become stale. What happens when you buy a new phone? You're very excited, right? Oh, 17 Pro or 18 Pro, I don't know which one has come now. So, yes, we are very excited, right? We take the new phone. What happens 2 weeks later? You see an ad, the new phone has come, has much better feature than what you have, right? Or a month later. And then you want to upgrade it. You want to take it the new one. Mind says, come on, let's go for it. So the more possessions you hold, the more your possessions hold you from being happy. So mind is stolen by Bhoga and Aishwarya. We have examples in the Shastras. Shastras speak about Yayati, Shastras speak about Indra, they speak about Saubhari Muni, they speak about Bharat Maharaj. So many examples. This Yayati, he, he, he wanted to enjoy Bhog. So he was enjoying and then he became old. But his enjoying tendency did not die. He still wanted to enjoy. So he was looking for how I can enjoy. And he was told, okay, now you become old. You cannot enjoy. But I give you benediction. If one of your sons, he had few sons, he said, if one of your sons gives you his youth, you'll become young again. He'll become old, but you'll be able to enjoy. And look at this person. Look at his tendency of enjoying. Look at his addiction. He goes to his sons. Can you believe it? He goes to his sons and asks them, can you give me your youth? I want to enjoy. What is he telling his sons? You become old. You don't enjoy. I want to enjoy. Give me your youth. All the sons refused. Are you crazy? But the youngest one, he was so attached to his father. Or I should say, he wasn't attached to enjoying tendency. He said, yes, take my youth. You enjoy. He took that and he enjoyed for years and years and years. He wasn't satisfied. Then he realized, what am I doing? And then he gave it back and he made his son the next king, the one who had given him. So this is example that you may, you get to enjoy, and then it's creating more and more, but not satisfying. Like in India, there is an ad of, I think, Pepsi or Coke, no, Pepsi. Ye dil mange more, right? They have this tagline in India when they advertise, Ye dil mange more. I mean, they're saying, okay, if you drink one, ye dil mange more, you want to drink more. But actually, that's the correct tagline for us. Ye dil mange more. We just want to go on enjoying. And by the time we realize that what were we doing, our almost our life is gone. In fact, people in the old age also do not realize. You see, what are they doing when they become old? They go for fishing, they go for something, they get up in the morning, they are stuck with the TV. What are they doing? They have no positive engagement. They're still looking for enjoyment because they haven't realized that now at least look for real enjoyment. So Yayati went on and on, but finally he realized that this pleasure will not give me satisfaction. Indra, having a lot of opulences, he had a lot of pride in him. He became puffed up because of the opulences he had. So much so that he disrespected a sage like Durvasa. Indra was going on his elephant, Airavat, and then it was on a street, and then Durvasa Muni came and he saw Indra. He wanted to give him some nice benediction. He wanted to bless him. So Durvasa was wearing a garland of flowers, and he took out that garland and offered it to Indra. And Indra was so puffed up. He did not respect. What to talk of respect? He disrespected that. He gave it to Airavat, and Airavat crushed it, that garland, right in front of Durvasa. and he wasn't happy. So this is opulence. When you have a lot of opulence, you get puffed up. We also have example of Saubhari Muni. Saubhari Muni was a great sage, and he wanted to perform austerity. So he was thinking that, okay, if I'm there outside, if I'm on the, wherever I will go, I'll get attached because there are so many things to see. So I want to go to a place where nothing to see, and I'll focus my mind on Krishna. So he decided to go underwater in a river and perform austerity there. So he was underwater and he was performing austerity there for many years. And what happened? One time he just saw fish, two fish enjoying. Who gets attached to see a fish enjoying? He just saw. Great yogi fell simply by seeing fish enjoying. Attachment destroyed decades of austerity. And he just came out of the water and he decided, no, I want to get married. Went to a king who had 50 daughters. And he told king, I want to marry. King looked at him. He was looking very thin and pale and it was kind of an ugly. I said, who will marry him? So king said, okay, king didn't want to disturb him. King said, no problem. I have no issue. Go to my daughters. If they like you, then I'll get them married. And the Sobari thought, how is it that this king is so generous? He's just saying, okay, if they like you, I'll marry them to you. Something is wrong. Then he looked at himself. He said, yeah, who like me? But by his yogic powers, he changed himself. Looking very young, very handsome, very smart. And, as soon as he came in front of these princesses, 50 princesses, all of them decided to marry him. And then he married all of them. Can you believe it? When he came back to the king and said, okay, all your daughters want to marry me. All 50. King was shocked. What? But then he had promised, so all of them married. And then he was just enjoying his family life. And one day he was sitting on the bank of the river. And then he realized, what am I doing? So nicely I was performing austerity under this water. So attachment can destroy decades of austerity. So we have so many examples like this where we have to be very careful. So bhoga ishwarya prasaktanam. Even in modern times, we can see so many examples are there where students studying, but they are not able to study due to so many distractions. And finally, either they give up studies or they are not able to do nicely. So we have, and of course, we have social media now. uh, so, it's for distraction. You don't need anything else. You're carrying your distraction in your pocket. So, bhoga ishwarya prasaktanam taya prahata chetasam vyavasayatmika buddhi. We should have steady mind, steady intelligence. What is the meaning of steady intelligence and what is the meaning of scattered intelligence? Steady intelligence is duty based, it's for the long term, it's freedom from temptations, whereas scattered intelligence is impulse based, it's not duty based. You just do it. Nowadays they propagate also, just do it. And there is no long term purpose, there is short term excitement. And there is no freedom from temptation. There is only materially they grow, but no spiritual growth. And ultimately, Vyavasayatmika Buddhi means which is Krishna centered. And scattered Buddhi means emotion centered. Whatever we do, whatever we decide is based on our emotions. We have had some experience in the past. good or bad. Due to that, a thought process comes. For example, in the past, we have eaten a gulab jamun. As soon as you see gulab jamun, what comes to the mind? Gulab jamun is sweet, very tasty. I should have it. Right? You've had some bad experiences in life. Somebody did something wrong to you. Somebody cheated you. Somebody being a very good friend, but then broke your trust. Some things like that. You have made up your mind. People are like that. Whomever I see, they are actually going to break my trust. They are going to cheat me. Because one person did, because somebody did, because few person did. And then your thought process is that. And that thought process you carry. And then all your life, what you do, the decisions you take, is based on your emotions. But then Vyavasayatmika Buddhi, it's Krishna centered. That yes, we may have a lot of bad experiences in life. It doesn't mean that all the doors are closed. It doesn't mean that everyone is like that. We still have faith on Krishna. That okay, he is the center of my life and he's perfect. If that faith we put on Krishna, the Supreme Personality, then it is Vyavasayatmika Buddhi, steady. Why? Because Krishna is steady. Krishna is always the same. People may change. Today you have a very good friend, tomorrow he may turn out to be an enemy. People may change. Situations may change. Krishna will never change. Always steady. So Vyavasayatmika Buddhi. So we need to develop that focus on Krishna, centered in Krishna. I remember in our childhood, we used to use the magnifying glass. When the sun rays used to come, we used to have magnifying glass and used to hold a paper below that. And just in a few seconds, we'll see the paper gets burnt. And we used to be very happy. Wow, wow, what a nice thing. Without matches, without matchbox, without anything, the paper got burnt. What was the saying? What was the phenomena? We all know, right? Focusing. So we were, because of the magnifying glass, the same rays were being focused. If you shake that, if you were shaking the magnifying glass, no effect. Paper will not have any effect. So similarly, steady intelligence can burn all our, the concepts which we are carrying, the distractions which we are carrying, anything that becomes an obstacle to achieve Krishna can be burnt by Vyavasayatmika Buddhi. Because please understand, success is not about power of mind, but focus of mind. You may have a lot of power of your mind. We all do have, but where is the focus? The sunlight has the power, but when you use a magnifying glass and focus it, then it immediately burns the paper. So success is about focus of mind. And focus of mind means samadhi. But that samadhi is destroyed by bhog aishwarya. How? When you have it, when you have the enjoyment, when you have the opulences, or it's very natural that you get attached to it. That attachment brings expectation. Expectations bring fear. Because when you have attachment, when you're expecting, oh, this will be mine, immediately fear of loss comes. And that fear creates anxiety. That anxiety creates distraction. And due to that distraction, you're not able to focus on Krishna. So that's why attachment, expectation, fear, anxiety, distraction, and no absorption in Krishna. Say, for example, we are trying to chant. We're trying to take holy name and we are trying to focus on Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We're trying to chant. But suppose at the same time, we are waiting for someone. someone as ordinary as a courier delivery boy. Yeah. Somebody, courier is about to come. Okay, you got a call that 10 minutes, courier will be delivered. Okay. Now you're chanting. What will be in your mind? Mind will be restless, not peaceful. Okay, has he come? No. Has he come? No. We're thinking about that. So we need to be away from this. So now, after speaking about Bhoga Ishwarya Prasaktanam Taya Prahata Chetasam, let us try to understand what happens with these kind of things. Number one, attachment to anything weakens our intelligence. Number two, when you are in comfort zone, actually you are in a danger zone. Because you see, sometime, like a soldier says, training is uncomfortable, so the battlefield becomes survivable. If you become comfortable in your training, the battlefield will not be comfortable for you. So, overindulgence in anything, not that comfort, we should not be comfortable. Overindulgence in anything, whether comfort, whether luxury, actually it kills character. See, having opulences, no harm. But when you get overindulgence, utilizing your opulence, utilizing your enjoying tendency, just to go on enjoying yourself, where will you develop character? So we should be ready to choose the pain of discipline over the pain of regret. You, you have opulences, you have whatever minimum. You see, without enjoyment, we cannot survive. We are talking so much of bhoga, aishwarya. Does that mean I should stop everything? No enjoyment at all in life? It's not possible. You will not survive. So, as much as required, we should have, not overindulgence. Whatever is required, we should have. At the same time, this verse particularly informs us that give priority to Krishna. Spiritual life demands priority, not leftovers. Okay, when we have done everything, Bhog, Aishwarya, I've done everything. Now, okay, let's do something for Krishna. Let's do something for spiritual life. No, please understand. This spiritual life, why are we speaking so much about it? Follow spiritual life, do these things. Not that any other person is going to be benefits. It's you, one who follows. You will get attached to Krishna. You will get that satisfaction. You will get that benefit. You will get that success of human life. Give priority to Krishna. Krishna must be given the best part of the day. Not like, okay, come back in the night, you're too tired and all. Okay, now I can think of Krishna. What will you think of Krishna? Like suppose uh, a young man wants to give a flower to a lady, young lady. What kind of flower will he give? Will he give a rotten flower, smelling badly, and then go and say, okay, I love you? She'll say, what kind of this thing? Get lost. So he'll give a very fresh flowers, very nice fragrance, and then, blossoming like that. So similarly, when you want to give Krishna, when you want to tell Krishna, I love you, how are you going to say? With blossoming flowers, the best time of your day, best time of your life. Not like, okay, when you become too old, you can't see from your eyes, go and have darshan of the Lord. You can't walk properly, go to the temple of the Lord. When you can't do anything from your body, go and serve the Lord. How is it possible? Right now, don't wait. Wherever, whichever situation you are, okay, you came to know today, just start today. Because Krishna consciousness, I should say, it's an emergency. We should do that. All other things can wait, but not Krishna. And this verse also teaches us. Now, when we are taking Bhoga, Aishwarya, and this and that, and we spoke so much, it seems that we're talking of detachment. How is it possible in our life? Do you mean to say I should reject the world? I should deny all the opulences? I should deny all the enjoyment? No. Detachment is not denial, it's a direction. Being detached doesn't mean rejecting the world. That's what we have been thinking. We have been telling right now, knowing this, right? As soon as you hear the word detachment, what's come to your mind? Okay, somebody who has given up his family and gone to Himalayas. That is what detachment we know. But please understand that it's not detachment. Detachment doesn't mean rejecting the world. It means putting Krishna in the center. Unless you're attached to Krishna, your detachment is not complete. So don't reject anything, don't give up anything, but utilize all those in the service of Krishna. You have talent, use it for Krishna. You have some art, use it for Krishna. You have intelligence, use it for Krishna. You have opulences, use it for Krishna. Put Krishna in the center. That's all. The whole spiritual path is nothing but a journey from I to Krishna. Right now, this is our life. I. I am the center of my life. Spiritual path is have a journey from I to Krishna. That's it. When Prabhupada went to USA and other Western world, Prabhupada saw that although these people, there are so attached, they're so much into the opulences and so much into the bhog, but they have one good tendency. They would like to come towards Krishna. And that is where Prabhupada preached to them that yes, uh, yes, it is good. Somebody has sent a message. Yes, it is good. Definitely better to do any chanting, even if you're distracted, than not to do it at all. That is good. We should chant. Anyway, so when Prabhupada went, they were all enjoying. Prabhupada said, very good thing. Um, he said that, okay, here is Krishna. Prabhupada explained this way. Here is Krishna. We are Indians. Indians are very close to Krishna. Just this much. Because we hear from our childhood, everything, the facilities and all. Prabhupada said the Indians are like this. Unfortunately, Prabhupada said, they are so close to Krishna. Krishna is this, Indians are this. They are moving this way. And then he's told about those who were staying in America and others. Prabhupada had seen. Prabhupada said, yes, this is Krishna, and those who are staying in the Western world, they're like this, very far. But fortunately, they're moving this way, coming towards Krishna. So, although we may have everything, bring Krishna into the center of your life. So, use your opulences for serving, not for ego. So please understand, do not get fearful when we hear the word detachment. Detachment is not losing life, it is choosing higher life. So we are choosing a higher life. We want a higher enjoyment. As Prabhupada said, human life is meant for enjoyment, but not this, the higher enjoyment. So our destination will be decided by what is our thought process. If our mind, if our intelligence is resting in bhoga, then we will rise towards the world. If our mind is resting in Krishna, we will rise beyond the world. So now, how to overcome this tendency, how to be attached to Krishna? I will say the first thing is we should reduce unnecessary temptations. Like now is the world of social media. What do? We follow, we subscribe, we install Every day we install some new app. Every day we are subscribing to some, some either Insta or YouTube or this and that. And every day we are following someone, right? That's going on. It has become our everyday activity. So first step is reduce unnecessary temptation, which are not required. Go to your social media, unfollow, unsubscribe, uninstall those which are not required. That means you're giving priority to Krishna over others. So reduce unnecessary temptation because they give you. Like you see in my phone earlier, I had this, I don't know, somehow it came that it was giving a pop up about news. This happened, this party won the elections, and this and that. And initially, I was not so interested, but then when it kept on, then I also used to click on then and see, okay, what happened in the, okay, what happened in the. So unnecessary distraction, right? So I will say unfollow, unsubscribe, uninstall, whatever you can do, reduce unnecessary temptations. Second is replace pleasure with purity. How to do that? Pleasure is, I like hearing music. Purity is, I like hearing kirtans. That's it, the same thing. We are not saying don't hear any music, but yet, maybe if you are hearing music for 1 hour or 2 hours, half an hour you can hear kirtan. So you can replace uh, your pleasure with purity. Or say you like to read fiction books, fiction novels. Oh, what happened? What happened? Very nice. Start with the purity is start reading proper books. You like to associate socially with people who are like always talking, oh, what kind of dress you're wearing, or what kind of jewelry you're wearing, or what kind of shoes you're wearing. Oh, look at me. I have bought this one and I have bought that one. Very nice. But then also spend some time with those who are talking about Krishna. So replace pleasure with prayer, a purity. That is important. At the same time, give more importance to service. Serve more than you seek. Give importance to service because service will melt material desires. And a very important activity, what we can do to come out of this tendency is a practice of gratitude every day. Because gratitude kills the greed at its root. So every day we should practice gratitude. How you can do that? You get up in the morning before getting out of the bed, think about it. Thank you, Lord, for giving me one more nice day. It's just gratitude to the Lord. Thank you, Lord, for one more day. Thank you for you gave such a nice sleep. So think about that. Like we can tell Krishna, thank you for giving me a chance to serve. You're eating. Before eating, just offer gratitude to the person who cooked, to the farmer who grew the grains, to Krishna who provided everything. I'm very grateful for this food. It is mercy. It's not my entitlement. How many times when we are eating, we thank the person who has cooked it. Even at home, we don't do that most of the time, right? It just comes, we eat. You go to a restaurant, you just eat. Of course, some restaurants have this um, way method where the chef comes and then he asks you, okay, how is it? And then you said, yes, yes. Oh, you cooked it. Very nice. This was. But usually we don't. We just go, we just eat. And we may say, okay, that restaurants provide nice and all. So remember, and if it is prasadam, what we are doing, then remember the devotee who cooked. In our, I have seen in a manor at UK and London, devotees offer such wonderful service. On Sundays, you go and see, on every day, but especially on Sundays, devotees are cooking and cooking. For what? Thousands of people are coming and just to offer them prasadam. People come, people eat, they go. They don't even know who cooked. They don't even bother to ask. They just come, they like it, they take it, and they take darshan of the Lord, and then they go back. So what are devotees doing? Nobody comes to them and tells them, I don't know whether a new person searches for, oh, who's a cook, who's the cook. Cooks are there in the kitchen and they're cooking and cooking for the devotees. Service. They may not get appreciation, but they may get mercy of Krishna because they have attracted someone towards Krishna. So that gratitude we should have during prasada. We should thank someone daily. Make it a habit to thank whoever it may be, the cab driver, your colleague, your family members, devotees in the temple, whomever. Just a small message. Thank you for helping me. I really appreciate. That's it. Because otherwise you'll always be frustrated. You should learn to turn frustration into gratitude. Whenever something goes wrong, add a gratitude angle to it. You're stuck in the traffic. What will you say? And you say, I'm grateful I'm having a vehicle. Otherwise, people say, why have I come in the vehicle? Better I would have taken the. No, I'm grateful. At least I have a vehicle. I'm sitting nicely. You have too many tasks to do. You can say, I'm grateful. People trust me with so many responsibilities. Don't say, why people are trusting everything on me. You're feeling tired. I'm grateful I have meaningful work. Turn frustration into gratitude. When you're chanting the holy name, every bead, when you're chanting the name of Krishna, thank Krishna for something. Every bead. Thank you, Krishna, for protecting me. Thank you, Krishna, for sending good association. Thank you, Krishna, for giving me your name. This will transform your japa from duty to affection. We will just be chanting as a duty. Okay, I have told I have to chant Hare Krishna. But with every bead, with every round, we are thanking Krishna, offering our gratitude. That will change. When you have challenges in your life, thank Krishna. Consider what difficulties softened my heart today, which challenges taught me patience. Turn challenges into teachers, not enemies. Gratitude. Send at least one text message a day. Gratitude message. Thank you for your guidance. Grateful for your presence. Your kindness means a lot. Just to your, whomever you know, one message. Of course, not to the same person every day, same message. He'll get frustrated and he'll say, just stop, otherwise I'll block your number. Not that. But then, so many people, genuine, send them a note. When you are serving Krishna, if you're fortunate to serve Krishna in the temple, if you have a temple close to you, please go and serve. And before starting your service, thank Krishna for allowing me to participate. Thank the devotee who gave you the opportunity. Even small service will become sacred with the gratitude. Before you sleep, just list 3 things before sleeping. Someone who helped you, something that went well, and Krishna's mercy that you noticed. End your day with that. It's such a clean heart. So this is how we are showing our gratitude, coming closer to Krishna. So Bhog Aishwarya, this may glitter, but bhakti gives glories. Everything that glitters is not gold. Luxury may comfort the body, but devotion comforts the soul. So don't let the world become so loud that my voice becomes faint, as they say. We should always have a prayer in our heart to Krishna. Krishna, please remove from my heart all those things that take me away from you. Take away all those things that are taking me away from you. I just want to be with you. Whether it is Bhog, whether it is Aishwarya, I'm not concerned. But I'm concerned only with you. So whenever we have this Bhog Aishwarya Prasaptanam, how to remember this thing that yes, this is important, Bhog Aishwarya Prasaptanam Taya Prahata Chetasam. I'll say that you can remember it if you go to basics. Remember basics. Okay, to remember Bhog Aishwarya. So I would like to end this discussion with with basics, I should say. Or basics means for you all to remember something. I'm just sharing that how you can remember the whole discussion which we had, the basics, and this is here on your screen, you can see. So basics, we are talking of basics. B is for bhoga. We're talking of bhoga, Aishwarya Prasaktanam Taya Prahata Chetasam. So basics, bhog. Uh, please understand, B is for bhoga. That means bhoga that traps the mind. It is actually trapping the mind. It is telling you can be very happy. This is the life. That's all. Eat, drink, and be merry. Nothing else is required. It traps the mind. And then Aishwarya, the opulences. Bhoga is enjoying tendency. Aishwarya is opulences. Opulences breeds arrogance unless you utilize it rightly. We become so arrogant that we say we don't need Krishna in our life. This is arrogance. Arrogance is not that you're showing off that you see, I have all this. Arrogance is that saying that I don't need Krishna because I have everything in life. Aishwarya breeds arrogance. Then S is stolen intelligence, aprahat chetasam. So basics, we are doing the basic. If you remember basics, you'll remember this verse very clearly. Bhog traps the mind. Aishwarya breeds arrogance. S is for stolen intelligence, aprahat chetasam. When our intelligence is stolen, what happens? We get entangled in Bhoga and Aishwarya. Intelligence is for Krishna. Use your intelligence to achieve real happiness, to achieve real enjoyment. It's a stolen intelligence. And when your intelligence is stolen, illusion becomes your identity. So it's illusion. You think I'm happy. No. There are so many problems where you have to close your eyes to. Are you not becoming old? Are you not having diseases? Are you not having problem? Are you not having challenges, obstacle? How can you say you're happy? Real happiness, no problem, no. Uh, in my childhood, I always quote this. I may have quoted it earlier also. There was this song which I used to like. It was "आचल के तुझे मैं लेके चलूं एक ऐसे गगन के तले जहां गम भी ना हो आंसू भी ना हो बस प्यार ही प्यार पले." Such a wonderful song. Of course, I don't know the writer in what mood he wrote that, but when I came to devotion service, I remembered that song. I said, "This is what the Krishna is saying. Achal ke tujhe main leke chalu ek aise gagan ke tale." Come on, I'll take you. The Bhagavad Gita, message of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is giving this. Come, I want to take you to a place. Na tad bhasayate suryo na shashanko na pavaka yad gatva na nivartante tad dhama paramam mama. Krishna is speaking the same thing. That come on, I want to take you. Where do you want me to go? I want to take you to a place where there's no misery, no trouble, no anxiety, no death, no birth, no old age, no disease. Pyar hi pyar pale. Krishna is speaking about that. So illusion becomes our identity. We live in illusion that one day I'll be successful, one day I'll be happy. That day never comes. You die. So one day, that day can come if you're serious in your spiritual life. And then because of this, samadho na vidhiyate, you cannot focus. So bhoga traps the mind. Remember basics, we are the whole verse, I'm putting it in this. Bhoga ishwarya prasaktanam taya prahata chetasam vyavasayatmika buddhi samadho na vidhiyate. So vyavasayatmika buddhi is illusion. Samadho na vidhiyate means when you are scattered intelligence, that is illusion. And it cannot focus. And ultimately, your intelligence is scattered. Opposite of vyavasayatmika buddhi. So basics. Bhoga traps the mind. Aishwarya breeds arrogance. Stolen intelligence. Illusion becomes identity. We cannot focus, and ultimately, it's all. We again are into all sorts of activities which are taking us away from Krishna. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Any questions or comments on this wonderful verse? Bhogeshwari Prasaktana. Any of you have any questions? You can raise your hand or you can write in the chat box. Raising a hand digitally will be happy, but anyone in the video, if you can, if I can see you, I'll be happy to unmute you. Okay, we have something in the chat box. I've always been curious about the impact of food on our character. I've observed many strict vegetarians who abstain from consuming garlic and onion yet still engage in unethical behavior and accumulate negative karma. This raises the question, how does consuming certain food influence our karma, good deeds and devotion? How did ancient people survive in jungle? They had to consume whatever was readily available. So how did they define eating or not eating and determining whether their choices led to personal growth or decline? As a firm believer in karma, this concept seems perplexing to me. Thank you very much for a very nice question about karma and about eating. Food definitely has impact on our character. Now, we may see some exceptions. That okay, there are people who are strict vegetarians and everything, but then behavior is unethical. It could be. It's not that it cannot happen, because food helps us. So it is not that the only food is okay. If that was the thing, we would never discuss Bhagavad Gita, we would never discuss about chanting, we will discuss only about eating. Okay, just control your eating, everything will be nice. Eating brings you in a certain mode or a certain mood, I should say, where you can perform bhakti. So like it's providing a platform, but still you have to do certain things. Like say, for example, if you have to catch a plane, flight, so what is required is you have to take a vehicle, go to the airport, and from airport you have to wait, you have to do all the check-in, immigration, then finally take the flight, right? So good food means you have reached the airport. It doesn't mean that you've taken the flight. You still have work to do. But if you don't reach airport, you'll not be able to take the flight. So that is a help. So it gives you the basic help. Okay, your mind is prepared to accept the knowledge. But still, when we see some people already following but not able to do, that means they have reached the airport, but they are somehow still not in proper knowledge that how to catch the flight. So, which means that there are other things to do which people do not do, and that is why they sometimes we see. But you see, always there are exceptions to the rule, and always remain. But that doesn't affect the rule itself. So yes, you may see certain exceptions, but still the fact remains that the food has an impact. Let me tell you a very nice story. This is a story of Yamunacharya, a very, very, very exalted soul. He was actually a king earlier, and he was so engrossed in his management and other thing. He wasn't bothered about meeting people. One sadhu wanted to meet him, sannyasi, giving him a very important message, but he wasn't getting the time, appointment to meet him. So what he did, he took a particular kind of vegetable and he went to the cook and told him, give this to the king. For 1 month, every day he was bringing that. Why? Because it is said that that food made this king's mind into mode of goodness where he was ready to meet and understand. So for 1 month he prepared. I was reading an article by a very prominent doctor, Ayurveda doctor, who writes that food can make you a demon or can make you a demigod. That means food is very important. So that's why we avoid such kind of foods which are actually disturbing our mind. Now, all said with this, you're saying that how does consuming certain food influence our karma, good deeds, and devotion? Yes, when that's same thing. I said it provides a platform from where you can then perform your devotional service in much better way. Karma, yes, definitely, because say when you eat non-veg, so then definitely it is you are killing so much of karma. You're killing someone just for your taste buds. So won't you think, don't you think that you will be getting karma? Yes, definitely there. And ancient people living in the jungles where they had various ways. Let me give you first what ways they had, then I'll tell you how even today the yogis in Himalayas are staying. So they had ways, they had fruits, they had roots, which they were eating and living peacefully. And they also had some kind of yogic practices, which even today, let me tell you, I went to Himalayas, I went to Badrinath and, Yamunotri and all proper Himalayas. And I was really interested to meet the yogis there. How do they stay? So I asked one person there who was staying, how do you get food? It's all ice everywhere. And okay, we are coming, we have our food thing, everything ready, but how do you get, you are staying in the caves? And he told me that, whenever the sun comes out, they have some kind of kriya, they call it yogi kriya or activity, by which looking at the sun for 10 minutes, they get enough energy what a person gets by eating food all 3 times. So even today, if they are able to manage, then what to talk of those who were at that time in the forest? So they may have definitely, but most of them were eating roots and fruits, which are always available in the forest. So that's how they were living, not necessarily that they were eating animals or killing animals and eating anything. So I hope in brief I have answered your question. If furthermore you have, you can get in touch with me. I'll be very happy to answer all your questions. There's another question. Can you please guide me? How do I turn negative people and answers into gratitude? Yes, we have negative people and we have people who are not favorable. And how do you show your gratitude to them, or how do you turn them um, into, becoming a grateful person, or how do you offer your gratitude to them? See, the thing is, if we want to change others, first we need to change ourselves. So if you have negative people there, and how can you turn negative people? You can turn negative people by your positive behavior. That's one very, very positive way, strong way to turn people, negative people. Mm. At the same time, you can show your gratitude to Krishna by having such negative people in your life that, okay, thank you. You are training me. You're teaching me how I should not be. You see, when Ravan was about to die, he was being he had Ram had shot arrows and he was just about to leave his body. It is said that Lord Ram told Lakshman, "Go and learn from Ravan." So Lakshman was shocked. Am I going to learn from Ravan? What can I learn from him? He's such a great demon, such a big, person who was opposing you. But because Ram said he went. So when he went to Ravan, Ravan looked at him and Ravan said, I know Lord Ram has sent you here and you're wondering what can you learn from me? So he said, Lord Ram can teach you many things, but he cannot teach you something which I can. So he was shocked. Lakshman was thinking, what kind of things are these? So he said, Ram can teach you everything what needs to be done because he has not done anything in his life which is not to be done. So Ram can teach you everything what is to be done, and I can teach you everything what is not to be done. So the people who are in a negative mode, we learn from them. Okay, they are teaching us. They are also arrangement of Krishna to help us move towards Krishna. How? If there were no negativity, we will always be happy being here. Yeah, we have negative people, we have so many problems, and that's why we are seeking some relief. Okay, where is the place where all these things are not there? And Krishna says, yes, here it is, come to me. So they are helping us. They are helping us develop good character. So be grateful to them. That okay, thank you. You're showing me how I should not be. There are so you're like a Ravana, but you're teaching me. I'm like a, thank you very much. Grateful to you that you're teaching. And if we want them also to be grateful, yes, they are negative. First of all, change your behavior, show by your behavior how nice you can be, like Prabhupada did. Prabhupada faced so many negative people who were opposed to him, but then Prabhupada changed them just by his goodness. That is one way of changing. The other way is we can give them some kind of Krishna consciousness if they are willing to accept whatever way, maybe books, maybe chanting, maybe prasadam, maybe charnamrit, something which can help them develop devotional service. Thank you very much. So happy that all of you are sparing your valuable time, and every Sunday we meet. I really feel so blessed and so happy that I'm able to serve all of you. And I hope I continue serving all of you, Krishna willing. And then by this, if I'm able to give you some connection with Krishna, that will be the success for me. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.